He's not a man, he's a collection agency for your trauma, waiting in the shadows to repossess your joy.
Welcome to the audit of your existence. In a world where we trade our privacy for likes and our peace for connections, we've forgotten how to check the balance on our own souls. You think you've deleted the history, but the algorithm of the heart never forgets a default. There is a kind of debt that keeps coming back from the dead. Financial folks call it zombie debt. Old, expired, uncollectible, but somehow still walking around, knocking on your door like it has a right to be there. But today, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about people. People who should have never made it past your front gate, but somehow ended up with a key to your entire house, your heart, your spirit, your peace. Look through the peephole. He's not a man. He's a collection agency for your trauma, waiting in the shadows to repossess your joy. Your heart is a high security vault, not a halfway house for the ghosts of your past mistakes. Evict the memory, burn the ledger, and in the market of the soul, let the dead stay buried.
Girl, did you see his face? He looked like he saw a ghost and a collection agent at the same damn time. Greedy for your attention, but messy with the returns. No nurses in that tunnel, just ghosts of ex-girlfriends past.
Stand sales only for me. Welcome back to Love on the Margin. We've all been there, investing our best years into a fixer-upper thinking it's a penthouse. You saw the jawline and thought dividend. The bill came, he turned into a rabbit. Fast talk, short attention span, and absolutely no capital. You're out here buying I Can Change Him stocks at an all-time high.
Today's episode is about zombie debt, the man you should have never let onto your lawn, but somehow ended up giving a key to your whole house. And baby, some of y'all been financing men who can't even afford honesty. You ever look at somebody you used to date and think, wow, I really let that into my spirit? Zombie debt is when someone expired emotionally, spiritually, or relationally, but you kept paying anyway. Chloe, tell them about the luxury and looking whole. Some people walk into your life looking whole, but the moment you give them access, you realize they're carrying debt they never planned to pay.
Oh, this one is for the people who've been paying for a relationship like it's a subscription service.
Exactly. In the stock market, sunk cost fallacy is when you keep investing in something just because you've already put so much into it, even though it's not giving you anything back.
So when you plan a whole expensive trip to Europe with your partner, the dream trip, the bucket list trip, and every month the payment is due, and every month he's like, oh, I got you next time. But next time never comes. Never. You're out here paying for Paris, Rome, and Barcelona, and he can't even pay for his half of the deposit. And here's the thing, you keep covering it because you don't want to lose the trip.
When you establish that your heart is a high-security vault, it completely changes how you view the men trying to get inside. It means you don't just open the door because someone smelled like cocoa butter and potential.
You don't want to lose the moment. You don't want to lose the dream. But baby, the dream is not dreaming. You're funding a fantasy by yourself.
You think, well, I've already paid this much, I might as well keep going. But the truth is, you're investing in something he's not showing up for. And let's be honest, he can't make one payment. How are you going to make a marriage? How are you going to make a family? How are you going to make a future? Money isn't the issue. Effort is, commitment is, consistency is.
Listen to me, beloved. A man who panics in the dark cannot be your sanctuary. You saw the tailored suit and ignored the fact that he was terrified of the journey. Do not subsidize his fear with your premium grace. If he cannot survive the tunnel, he does not deserve to stand with you in the light. Let him fade to black. Period. Leave him in the dark.
But wait, what happens when the train finally stops and you step out into the wasteland of zombie debt? We're exposing the wasteland boyfriend next. Oh my gosh, Leah, you have to tell me more.
Do not subsidize his fear with your premium grace. I felt that in my marrow. We are out here giving top shelf 100% pure soul energy to men who are still drinking from the juice box of emotional immaturity. Why do we do it? Look, Chloe, my grace is usually on clearance at TJ Maxx, but even I know when I'm overpaying. I've spent 3 years trying to light the way for a man who didn't even have his flashlight batteries charged.
Tyrone, the electric bill is past due.
Tyrone don't pay no bills.
Listen to me. So many women entertain zombie debt because they think about the time they already spent. But throwing good money, honey, I can feel the energy shifting already. We are moving toward the light. When we talk about our lives, we aren't just talking about a calendar. We are talking about the divine architecture of our souls. You cannot build a mansion of joy on a foundation of what used to be.
What I know for sure is that your I get it moment comes the second you realize that your worth is not tied to how long you've suffered.
I know for sure is that your life is a sacred investment, and the universe does not require you to pay interest on a mistake just because you spent a long time making it to it. Listen to me. So many women entertain zombie debt because they think about the time they already spent. But throwing good money after bad does not revive a dead asset. Oh no, that's so true. You can't put a tuxedo on a zombie and call him a groom. He's still gonna try to eat your brain. If he ain't bringing value, file for emotional bankruptcy and ghost him for the tax break. Liquidate the asset. Your spirit deserves a surplus. I'm in full panic mode now. You see, what you're really saying is that your spirit is a sanctuary. And when you let someone onto the lawn, they start looking in the windows of your soul. Insufficient funds. And why is your card sticky? Is that barbecue sauce? Ew, child. Take your card and go home. But staying in something that isn't growing is the real waste. And if you've been paying for Europe alone, maybe the universe is telling you to go by yourself, or with friends, or with someone who actually invests in you.
Because the right person, they're not going to let you carry the whole trip or the whole relationship by yourself.
So today's takeaway, don't let past investment trap you in a future that isn't mutual. You deserve someone who pays their part in money, in effort, in love.
And if he can't pay for Europe, he definitely can't afford you.